Veena, Sudeep Bhargava, Kumar Swami, Harsh Agarwal, Shivoham and welcome, Ashok Nichani and Hema, Samite Gupta, Shivoham Rajan, Mr. Devidas Budrani, welcome to the call, Chandresh, Shivoham, and the rest of you. Today you'll be surprised that the topic is the highest level of enlightenment topic. You may wonder what this topic is, right? Discover the rainbow of true love. It is one of the keys to enlightenment. So fasten your seatbelt, as I say, and let us start. Let us start on this amazing journey of love. Why we have chosen this topic today? Because the whole world is celebrating what you call Valentine's Day. The whole world is celebrating Valentine's Day. But what is the true meaning of Valentine? What is the true meaning of this love that we're talking about? After today's call, hopefully we will expose our ignorance about love. Love has a different meaning altogether, my dear friends. And while I thank you for coming on to this call, many more people are joining the call, but we are going to get started. 14th February, every year, lovers celebrate the day expressing their affection with gifts and greetings and hugs and kisses and Valentines. But is Valentine's Day only for lovers? What is this love that the world celebrates as Valentine's Day? Today we are going to go on a journey to discover the true meaning of love, or to put it in my way, to discover the meaning of true love. Love is defined. What is love? Love is defined as an intense feeling of deep affection. It is not only between lovers, right? You may love chocolate. Huh? One of my friends, they love pizza. Yeah, you can love. There's nothing wrong in loving because it's deep, intense love. But we really don't know the meaning of love. What we think typically love is between a man and a woman. But no, today you will realize what is the meaning of true love. And we are going to get deep into how we should use love for enlightenment. Let me start with a small story. There was a king, and this king was once greeted by sages from Himalayas. It's an ancient fairy tale, but they came to him with a fruit of immortality. They came and told the king, we are going to give you this fruit, and it's a rare fruit because you're one of the most noble kings. We are giving you this fruit of immortality. So what happens, the king asked? He said, if you eat the fruit, whoever eats the fruit, they will live forever. They will not die. So the king was pleased. So he said, okay, thank you very much, because everybody wants to live forever. Who in this world would lose this opportunity? So here it is. He took the fruit of immortality, and then he was about to eat it when he thought, Arey, if I eat the fruit of immortality and I live forever, but the queen, whom I love so much, if she dies, then what is the meaning of my life? So he said, no, I cannot eat this fruit. So what does he do? He takes the fruit and goes and gives to the queen. He says, my darling queen, as long as I am alive, you should be alive. So you eat the fruit of immortality. Sister Sarma, you follow what I'm saying? So he gives the fruit of immortality to the queen. It carries, it's clear, I'm far away from you all. So then the queen was very happy and she took the fruit and she was going to eat it. But unfortunately, the queen was in love with the king's charioteer, the chief of the army, as they call it in today's day, the charioteer of the king. He was madly in love with the queen, or rather the queen was madly in love with him. So she gave the charioteer the immortal fruit and said, my love, you should live forever. The charioteer took the fruit and was about to eat it. He was just about to eat it when he got a similar thought. He was in love with a dancer. So he said, oh my, what would life be? Imagine life without the dancer. Imagine the dancer died and I was living. Oh, no, no, no. I want to give the fruit to the dancer. He gives the fruit to the dancer, and the dancer used to dance for 100 men. He would dance every evening. So many men would come to the kota, as they call it, right? To the mehfil. And then in that mehfil, she would dance for so many men. So she said, no, my life is the life of sin. My life is not a noble life. So what did she do? She said, let me give this fruit to the noblest of all whom I know. And who was the noblest that she knows? She knew the noblest person was the king. So she went to the king and said, my dear king, I would like to give you a gift. I would like to give you the fruit of immortality. And the king saw it was the same fruit. It was exactly the same. It was unusual, rare looking fruit. He said, but this fruit is only one. They told me there's only one of a kind, and I gave to the queen. So he called the queen. He said, where is the fruit? She said, I ate it. He said, no, don't lie to me. You didn't eat it. The fruit is here. And she was shocked. How did the fruit come? And she cried. And she admitted, I was in love with the charioteer. I gave to charioteer. The king called the charioteer. First, he also did not agree. Then he agreed. Finally, the king got to know the story. What was the story? That the one he loved so much, he loved this queen so much, he wanted to give immortality to the queen. He wanted to die for the sake of the queen, but the queen cheated him. You know what he did? He renounced the world. He left the palace and he went into the forests, becoming a sannyasi. My dear friends, we have heard so many stories of broken hearts, correct? We have realized that in this world, love is not true love. Love is transactional. Love is selfish. Love is conditional. We know it. But today, we will discover what this love is all about. Let me ask you a question. Why do we love? Sudhir, why do we love? You know, why do you love? Because you feel happy, right? Do you feel happy or you don't feel happy when you love? Yeah, of course. Even if you love, for example, I said you love chocolate. You love chocolate, you feel very happy. Ah, chocolate. Oh, chocolate. And if you love your sweetheart, your beloved, oh, my darling, oh, my beloved. So we love because love gives us joy. But we have not really understood what is its true meaning. What is this joy? Where does this love come from? Where does this joy come from? So as we move forward, let us discover this. This love, it creates bliss and ecstasy. But why? Because we have not realized that love is the fountain of joy. You know, a fountain, just like a fountain of water, a fountain just of water gives you a spring. Sometimes you come to Kashmir, you go to Badrinath, Kedarnath, there are hot springs. From nowhere, in the ice, in the mountains, there's a hot spring. Oh, wow. Hot boiling water in the cold mountains. Yeah, but that's God's. God has created these hot springs. And God has created a love spring. What is this love spring? Love spring is inside our heart. God has created a fountain of joy. But we don't know. We don't know the source, that it is divine love. So today we are discovering this divine love. What is the source? You know, it was actually thousands of years ago, or maybe centuries ago, the Sufis called it Ishq Hakiki. The Sufis had used to call it Ishq Hakiki compared to the other love, which was Ishq Majazi. So there was Ishq Hakiki and Ishq Majazi, which actually meant universal love versus material love. It was not only the Sufis, it was also the Greeks. In ancient Greek, it was called agape. Agape is spiritual love. And the normal love in the world was called eros. Eros is the word from where erotic came about. The word erotic came from the word eros. In fact, the Greeks even had the god of eros, a god of, I think, agape. They had several gods. The Greeks were famous for their many, many gods. So today, we are trying to understand what is this Ishq Hakiki of the Sufis? What is agape of the Greeks? So we're trying to discover. So when I went into a quest when I went to realize the truth about love, what did I find? I discovered that love is like a rainbow. You've all seen a rainbow, but I saw love as a rainbow. Just like a rainbow appears as 7 colors, even true love appears as 7 colors. Right from the time we are born till we die, but we don't know it. We know what causes the rainbow. Don't we know what causes the rainbow? When the sunlight is white in color. When the white sunlight falls onto drops of rain water or any drops of water, it splits and it creates Vibgyor. What is Vibgyor? Vibgyor, violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow, orange, and red. There are 7 colors in the rainbow. And there are 7 colors in the rainbow of love. But not many of us have realized these 7 colors, which are the rainbow of love. Today, we will discuss the 7 colors of, and these 7 colors, when you discover, then you will realize the truth about life. Because love and life are connected, but we don't realize this. Today, we are going to discover what this rainbow of love is and how it is so important for our enlightenment journey. You know, love comes from deep inside. It comes from the soul. The love lasts right from birth unto death. This love, just like the rainbow is created by white light of the sun, true love is created from white love from the soul. This is white divine love known as Hakiki or Agape. But we don't know. We only know of love as hugs and kisses and Valentines and cakes and gifts and songs and movies and broken hearts. But that is not what love is all about. Let us move forward to understand the first color of love. So just like the rainbow has got 7 colors, love has 7 colors. The first color is violet love. The first color is when we were children, when we were born, our love for our parents. Our love for our parents, a child to parent or a parent to the child, is called Vibgyor, violet. Number 1, violet love between parents and children. The second, indigo, in the rainbow of Vibgyor, the second love is indigo love. It's between friends. When 2 friends, did you not have a friend in school whom you loved a lot? I had friends whom I loved a lot in school. It was love, but it was not Valentine's love. It was not erotic love, just love. We were in school and we had friends. So the first love is indigo, and the second love is VI. The first love is violet, the second love is indigo love. The third love is B, blue love. Blue love is what? Is romantic love. When children grow up, the first time they fall in love, it's called little romance. It may be a child of 13 or 14, doesn't even know what love is. But this little child, the teenagers, they fall in love. They don't even know the meaning, but they fall in love. That's why it's not called anything. It's called falling in love. Why you fall in love? Because you don't actually do anything. You fall. It's by mistake. You just fall in love, correct? But we don't understand why we say, he fell in love with me. Fell in love. What? It's blue love. In blue love, you fall in love. So the first time in life, you don't know the meaning of love, but love is inside you. Hitkariji, have you not fallen in love sometime in life? So when we are, don't feel embarrassed. Hitkari, hum sabko hua hai. Jo bhi zinda hai, anybody alive, we all have fallen in love. If somebody says they're not fallen in love, they're lying. Because it is not possible. Be clear about it. You have to fall in love. If you are a human being and you are alive, you will have to fall in love, because in the VIB, just like you have to love your parents, there's some love for parents. 1 and 2. 1 is you love your parents. 2nd, you love your friends. And 3rd, you fall in love. The 4th love, VIBG. You know what is G? It is self-love. Who doesn't love themselves? Margaret, is anybody you know who doesn't love themselves, or everybody loves themselves? Everybody loves themselves, right? Yeah, because you can't help it, Margaret. Because God has made in such a way that we would love ourselves. It is in each one of us. We all love each of ourselves because it is the green love inside us. But we don't realize. We don't realize the rainbow of love. What is the rainbow of love? Whip gear. Violet, indigo, blue, green, yellow love. You know what is yellow love? Yellow love is intellectual love. Intellectual love is two people fall in love with each other because of the communication. They love to talk to each other. They will call on the phone and speak for 1 hour. They will do Zoom calls. What is this yellow love? It is intellectual love. It is love from one's mind to another mind. So we have to understand that this type of love, which is from mind to mind. When I say mind to mind, it's intellect to intellect. Intellectual love is yellow. And the next love in the rainbow is orange love. Orange love is more in women. It is emotional love. So, you know, God has made women with different hormones and men with different hormones. This is a scientific truth. So what is this emotional love? It is orange love. And while women have got more of orange love, men have got more of red love. Red love is erotic love. It is physical expression of love. It is lust, sex, physical love, whatever you call it. In fact, today Valentine's Day thinks that love is only red. That's why if you go and see Valentine, what's the color? Red. Heart red. Why red color? Have you ever thought? Hitkariji, you're wearing red turban because of Valentine's Day or what? No, because everything in this world, I have the liberty of Hitkari has given me permission to crack some jokes. So Hitkariji, fact is this, right? That we are all thinking that love is red color. I don't know why, but the whole world thinks red color. That's why Samita also is wearing pink today, because I think Samita Gupta is celebrating Valentine's Day from today onwards. So the point is that we have been carried away by these stories and we don't realize the true meaning of love. But today, I'm going to share with you the connection between love and enlightenment. That is what we are interested. It's very interesting. The 7 colors of love, the rainbow of love, it comes from white love. Will you remember? Is it difficult to remember? Just like white love is creates the 7 colors of love, the white light from the sun creates the 7 colors of the rainbow. You all have seen a rainbow. Harsh Agarwal, you know the 7 colors of the rainbow, Harsh? You know the 7 colors, right? You've seen it in the sky. So just like that, thank you, Harsh. Thank you for your typed answer. Just like we have got whip gear coming from the sun, from today, you should also know that love has whip gear. So till today, you knew only one whip gear, the rainbow of the sun. But from today, you know 2 whip gear. One whip gear is the rainbow of the sun. And the second rainbow is the rainbow of love. And the moment you realize the rainbow of love, you are enlightened. Can you believe it? You are enlightened. You can attain a state of nirvana. You can attain a state of liberation, of moksha, of mukti, of freedom from all sorrow. If only you realize the truth about the rainbow of love. So how do we realize that truth? Let us move one step forward. What is this white, divine, soulful love? What is this love inside you and me that makes 7 colors appear? I was born with violet love for my parents. I was born with indigo love. I had blue love. I love myself green. I have intellectual love, emotional love, erotic love. I have experienced all 7 colors like you have experienced. But where did it come from? Where did these 7 colors of love appear from? From soulful love. The love of the soul is white in color. The soul is a fountain. I told you before, it's a fountain of love and it has 7 colors. That's why when the soul leaves, When the soul leaves, there's no love. Have you ever seen a dead man loving? Why is it that a person alive loves and a dead person doesn't love? Oh, you'll say because the person is dead. Yeah, but you don't realize why the person is dead. The person is dead because the soul departs. And when the soul departs, it takes the love. It takes the fountain of love. It takes the rainbow of love. When the soul goes, all the 7 colors of love disappear. Today, realize this truth. You know why you love? You love because the soul inside you loves. Because the soul inside you is planted inside you to create love. But love in the world is different. Today, what the world is talking about is transactional love. It is conditional love. It is selfish love. The love of the world today, the Valentine's love that you're talking about, oh, just because you give a cake to somebody, you don't fall in love. Just because you give a heart to somebody, it does not love. You know, it's all balloons and cakes and hearts and gifts and teddy bears. We'll come to Valentine's, right, in a short while from now. But friends, let us wake up. Let us wake up to what is true love. True love is not this type of love. So what is true love? True love is universal love. Agape, hakiki. This is not what I am saying. This is what the Greeks said more than 1,000 years ago. The Sufis said probably many, many centuries ago. True love is not transactional. I will love you if. The moment I say I will love you if, it's not true love. I will love you because, it's not true love. I will love you provided, it's not true love. I love you no matter what. I love you. Therefore, you know what love says? Love says, I love you because I need you. So somebody will come and tell, Veena, I love you. You know what it means actually, Veena? They want something. They say, I love you because I need you. But true love says, I need you because I love you. See, it's just a little bit of a twisting. Love says, I love you because I need you. But true love says, I need you because I love you. So there's a long, nice story of Tulsidas. Sudeep, have I told you the story of Tulsidas? Tulsidas was madly in love with his wife. Tulsidas was madly in love with his wife. So his wife had gone to her parents' house. For a few days he was without his wife. So Tulsidas, the famous Tulsidas of Ramayana, he was missing his wife so much. It was a stormy day. It was like a cyclone. Lot of rain and thunder and lightning. And he wanted to go. There was no boatman to cross the river. And he had to cross the stream to reach his wife's house. So what did he do? He jumped into the river. Tulsidas jumped into the river and started swimming. He caught hold of a tree, a log of tree. And he caught hold of that and he went across the river. And he crossed the river and then something made him feel it was not a log. It was very soft, spongy. So he was not sure what it was, but he was running to his wife. So what did he do? He went to the wife's house and looked up. Lights were off and she was up in the balcony. So how to climb up? Oh, he saw that the wife had left a rope. So he thought maybe my wife loves me so much. So he jumped onto the rope and he climbed and went up to the balcony. He knocked and then she opened and she said, how did you come? He said, oh, you only put the rope down for me. And she went and looked. It was not a rope. It was a snake. She said, oh my God, how did you cross the river? Then he realized it was not a tree. It was a corpse, a dead body. He swam on a dead body across the river. And then he climbed the house on a snake. You know what Tulsidas' wife told him? She said, I am ashamed of your love for me. She said, if you had loved God, she told Tulsidas, if you had loved God so much with this passion, you would have got mukti. He said, because she told him this, he realized that his passion was in the wrong place. His love was in the wrong place. He gave up. He gave up the world, they say. This is the story of Tulsidas. You can look it up. And he became a saint. This is how Tulsidas was transformed. But my dear friends, what is this telling us? This tells us that because of love being such a passion, we, like mad people, we run behind something that we love. But we don't know the meaning of true love. We have no idea. We have no clue of what is the meaning of true love. The world is celebrating Valentine's Day. A big joke. We think Valentine's is true love. But is it? Oh no. Valentine's is just a celebration of one aspect of love, my friends. But true love is something else. And today, try to look deeper and realize the truth. What is this true love? Then you will realize the divine. You know, in Valentine's week, today is supposed to be Hug Day. Somebody sent me this. 12th February is Hug Day. So you send hugs to everybody. And tomorrow, 13th February, it is Kiss Day. So you have, the administrator has put up for your reference. So you see what is 7th February? Rose Day. So the whole world is selling roses. Unfortunately, normally Amsterdam and those countries there in Europe would make big money. But because of COVID, probably their business must have gone for a toss. But 7th February was Rose Day every year. 8th February is Propose Day. You propose. 9th February, big business for Switzerland and France. Chocolate Day, Cadbury's and Nestle. Good business. 10th February, Teddy Day. So everybody buys teddy bears and gives to their loved ones. Teddy bear. 11th February, Promise Day. So you start making promises which you will break later. My dear friends, every year, 14th February is Valentine's Day. But isn't it funny? What happens is we are celebrating Valentine's Day without realizing the true meaning of love. What is this love? Today, you have taken the trouble of coming on this call. Try to understand the meaning of love and how it is to do with enlightenment in life. So here it is. Okay? True love, the white, soulful, divine love that appears in your soul inside is God. It is God. It is the divine. Therefore, if you want the ultimate equation, God equals love. The love that is the fountain inside of you is what? The love inside you is God. And if you tell somebody, they will give you a teddy bear or a chocolate or a rose and tell you Happy Valentine's Day. Because they don't want to understand the meaning of true love. But what is true love? What is that love that is inside you? It is the divine. It is God. When you realize that, you get nirvana. But you have to realize that. You have to realize that the passion in your heart, the energy, the ecstasy, the joy, where is it coming from? Don't just ignore this. See, most of the time we are so busy in our life that we don't realize the truth. Realization of true love can lead to liberation. Liberation from misery, liberation from sorrow. But how are we going to realize true love? Only when we realize this. What do we realize? We realize that the white love inside us, that white love is God, is the divine. Unfortunately, even though the Bible says the kingdom of God is within you, all the Christians still go to church without giving attention to that. They say God lives in the temple of your heart. What does it mean? When you connect this with love, you have aha, ting tong, a bell switches on, a bell rings in your head. What is the bell that rings in your head? The bell that rings in your head is this, that the love inside us, which appears as a rainbow, when we were a child, the love for our parents, the love for our friends, the love, the blue romantic love, the love for ourselves, self-esteem, positive, or egoistic love, which is negative. They both are manifestations from the white love of the soul. When we realize that intellectual love and emotional love and even erotic love from body to body. All 7 colors of love, my dear friends, are all manifestations of white, soulful love that comes from the soul. We have to realize this. We have to realize this, that when you say Valentine, what is Valentine? Valentine was the name of a saint. The poor man lived centuries ago, but they made it into a big business opportunity. People have taken Valentine's Day as usual. Everybody in this world is only looking at the business opportunity. That's all. People think what is required in life is success, money. That's it. They will do anything to make money. If they have to lie, if they have to use religion, today people are using religion to make money. You know it. It's such a common thing for people to use religion to make money. But then, when we realize the truth, we come to know that true love is divine love. This is what the Sufis called Ishq Hakiki. This is what the Greeks call agape. And from today, you will call it the rainbow of love. Why you will call it a rainbow of love? Whenever you see a rainbow, you think of the sun. Whenever you see a rainbow, you think of the sun, because the sun causes the 7 colors. So also, whenever you see love from now onwards, you think of God, because God is creating love inside you. And that love manifests as the 7 colors. So before we go to questions, let's put it together. Let us discover the true meaning of love. That was the topic, right, today? Discover the meaning of true love. What is true love? True love is the rainbow of 7 colors. True love is not just red color love. When you see red color love now onwards, so when you send somebody the heart nowadays, try to send a white heart. What is a white heart? A white heart means I love you from my soul. If you send a red heart, means it gives a different meaning. So be careful when you send red heart. Red heart has a different meaning. But white, soulful love, it is God's love. And this Valentine's Day, teddy bear day, chocolate day, rose day, I don't want to comment on it. It is just another business opportunity. So we have to get out of this transactional love. We have to get out of this temporary love, the love which says, I love you only because I need you. The moment I don't need you, I don't love you. So there's a man who loves this woman so much, she's so madly in love with the woman, till such time the woman gets burnt. And the moment she gets burnt, he says, who are you? Then there's another man who's in love with the woman, and after a few years, she can't conceive a child. And he leaves her because you're useless. He tells her, you're useless for me. So what is this kind of love where we love somebody one day, but the next day they become useless? So we have to go beyond this ordinary love. If you want to discover true love, my dear friends, love is God. Love is inside each of us as white, divine, soulful love that appears as a rainbow of 7 colors from the time we are born till we die. So we will now be taking questions. Next week, my dear friends, I have an interesting Zoom topic next week. How to make the monkey mind a monk. How to make the mind is a monkey. So next week, we will talk about how to make the monkey into a monk. The secret of peace of mind, the secret of joy, the secret of enlightenment. So this is going to be the talk next week. But now please send me questions and I will be happy to answer your questions. And if any of you want the book, today's topic is based on a book. Discover the Secret of True Love is based on the book, True Love is Bliss, not just a kiss. So if you want this book, please just send me a message on the number the administrator is putting on the number. Please send me a message and I will be glad to send you a soft copy of the book. And next Friday, 7 p.m., how to make your monkey. You have a monkey here? Your monkey that's making you mad? How to make this monkey into a monk. And that is next Friday. But for now, we are going to take questions. So please send me any question on enlightenment. And more so, if there are questions to do with love, Valentine's, any kind. I encourage any questions to do with the subject. Don't ask me who's the captain of the Indian cricket team. I cannot tell you. But to tell me any question to do with enlightenment and any question to do with the subject, I'm happy to answer your questions. So the first question I have in front of me is this. From Sagai Raj. At present world, many people don't know the meaning of true love. Lust and love are combined. Why most of them are not realizing? Sagai Raj, the reason most people don't realize the meaning of true love is because the material pleasure of lust, the physical pleasure of lust, of physical love is so strong that the subtle pleasure is lost. It is same answer why people are running behind money. Why people are running behind money, Sagai Raj? You have enough money, right? But still you're running behind money. Why? Because of ignorance. What is the ignorance? We think enough is not enough. We want more, we want more, we want more. So man is enamored by the flesh. Man loves the skin. Man loves the skin, Sagai Raj, because man is ignorant of the divine love within. As long as you love the skin, you can't see within. Therefore, you have to love the divine which is within. That was the first question, interesting question from Sagai Raj. Thank you, Sagai. We are going on to the second question. And the second question from Gautam. If a boy falls in love with a girl and they decide to marry, then their parents fight against them telling arranged marriage is good. How come arranged marriage? Because of true love. My dear Gautam, arranged marriage and falling in love has nothing to do with true love. This is samsara. Marriage is an institution. People get married with a lot of hope. But unfortunately, I am told about 50% of all marriages are divorced in today's world. Then why? It is a combination of love marriage and arranged marriage. One boy came and told me, me and this girl, we were living together for 5 years. We were madly in love. I said, very good. Then what happened? They said, then we got married. I said, very good. I said, then what happened? He said, after 5 weeks, we got divorced. I said, I don't understand. You were married, you were in love for 5 years. You got married, then you got divorced. Why? He said, but because before marriage, we were lovers. It was different. After marriage, the relationship is my husband and wife is different. You see what happens? Therefore, what your question, Gautam, is this. Falling in love is blue love. Getting married is to do with samsara. Then parents fighting because parents have got their own ego. Because of the society, parents says, no intercaste marriage, no even they will even see so many things, kundali, this and that, and so many things, and then but that's how the world is. So last week I told the story of the goat and the dog. You were there, you were not there. You didn't remember the man was walking with his goat, and just like everybody follows. Krishna Sarana, remember the story? So Gautam, so people, if 20 people told that man that your goat is a dog, he believed. He believed the goat is a dog. So the point is, because the world is so much in following of society, we all want to follow society. Therefore, we go, what will people say? Otherwise, logically speaking, if two people love each other, it's better they marry if they really love each other. The question, Gautam, is do they really love each other? How do you define love, Gautam? How do you say they really love each other or not? So Gautam, just to tell you, true love it stands on 4 legs: body, mind, heart, and soul. Just like a table. If a table has 1 leg, no. If you press it, it will fall. If a table has 2 legs also, it will fall. If a table has 3 legs, it's like an auto rickshaw. It's easy to tumble. But that's why cars, trucks has 4 wheels. Why they have 4 wheels? Because it's stable. So true love, Gautam, is when there is love of physical, emotional, intellectual, and spiritual. But Gautam, this is a big story. What you're asking. So let's not get into marriage. Love is from the soul. Whether the parents arranged marriage or whether love marriage, if the love is genuine, There are two things. In a love marriage, there should be love, genuine love before getting married. In arranged marriage, the boy and girl must be compatible and they must be able to commit to each other. If they don't commit to each other, if they're finding fault with each other, will the marriage work? The marriage will not work. Then it will break. So we are going to the third question. Himanshu, how can I create a truly loving relationship? Wow. Himanshu, are you there on the call? Lovely question. How can I create a truly loving relationship? By discovering the rainbow of love. When you discover the rainbow of love, when you realize that God is love, when you see your lover as the divine, when you don't see her, Himanshu, as a woman, but you see her as a goddess, when you see her as a divine soul, then you create a truly loving relationship. You don't look at her faults. You don't look at her negatives. You look at her positives. But can you do it? You can't do it until you realize the rainbow of true love. When you realize the rainbow of true love, when you realize that the love, the soul inside you and the soul inside your lover are the same divinity, when you realize you are divine, the love inside you, and your lover also is divine, then what happens? Then you'll automatically love your lover. But the challenge is, can you discover the rainbow of true love? Can you discover white, divine, soulful love? If you can discover this white, divine, soulful love, your marriage, your love affair will be successful. But if you don't know this, if you don't understand the rainbow of love, you will only be looking at the skin. Then you're not loving the divine within. You're only loving the skin. This one. Have you seen the movie Satyam Shivam Sundaram? See the movie, you'll understand how he's falling in love with the same girl. And when he marries her, he says, you're the most ugly girl because she got a patch on her face. And the night he goes to fall in love with his lover, who's his wife only, but she's hiding the patch. Interesting concept, movie Himanshu. Ruchika Singh, if our basic nature is to love as there is God in everyone, then why the world is full of hate, anger, revenge, and jealousy? Your question is the answer itself. Because I think I am different from you, Ruchika. The moment I think I'm different from you, I can hate you. I can get angry at you. I can take revenge. I can be jealous of you. Because I think I am different from you. But when I know that you and me are the same, then how can I hate you? How can I take revenge? I've spoken on this before. Can the right eye take revenge on the left eye? Can the right hand hate the left hand? Can the right leg be jealous of the left leg? No, because we are one. The moment you say basic nature is to love, yeah, but we don't know that. So Ruchika, the basic nature that God is inside you, you don't know that. You still taking agarbatti. Huh? Everybody's taking agarbatti and lighting candles. Why are we lighting candles and agarbatti? Because we think God is outside. The moment we realize God is inside, aha, that's it. Then this hate, anger, revenge, jealousy will disappear. All this is only because of our ignorance. And therefore, we have to overcome ignorance. We are going on to the next question. And the next question is from Krishna Sharma. Krishna Sharma's question is, truth can be understood and realization can happen in extreme situations that are met in life. But how to get the state of mind in normal middle-class life and getting busy every day for petty things? Dear Krishna Sharma, you don't have to be a millionaire and a billionaire to realize the truth. Nah, Krishna Sharma, where are you? Are you there on the call? Krishna Sharma. Truth can be understood. Correct? Now, you understand. What you understood today? You understood that love is coming from the soul. You understood that love is God inside you. You have a soul. Who is that soul? It is God. You understood that love is white color and like a rainbow, it appears as 7 colors. You understood? But you don't realize. After this call, again, you don't realize. You will say, oh, AiR, what to do, how to do. Nothing to do with middle class. It has nothing to do, just Krishna Sharma. It is nothing to do with middle class life and getting. Why are you getting busy? Why are you getting busy for petty things? Why, Krishna Sharma? Because of ignorance. Why every week you're coming for Zoom call? You're coming from Zoom call. Every week I see you coming from Zoom for Zoom call. Every Friday, 7 p.m. Because you want enlightenment. This is called enlightenment. There are so many people who are not bothered to listen to this. They may have many janmas before they realize. At least you are on the edge. You are standing on the doorstep of enlightenment. Krishna Sharma, please don't leave it now. Just like me telling you, the land which you bought for your house, just like me telling you, the land which you bought your house, if you dig inside, there is gold. If you just dig few feet, there is gold. But you tell, okay, gold, okay. And you die. What happened to the gold, Krishna Sharma? Wasted, no? But if you start digging, you'll find the gold. So you start digging, Krishna Sharma. You start digging for God, not for gold. You start digging for true love. You start digging for soulful love. Then you will realize the truth. Okay, Krishna Sharma, you don't have to do it. You don't need any PhD degree. You don't need MBA, something, nothing. Huh? You just need to be mumukshutva. Mumukshu means you've got my number. You ask me, I'll answer you more details. We have to be a mumukshutva. You know what? Krishna Sharma, one man, he told his guru. I think I told you the story. Guru, I want realization. You know what Guru told him? You must want realization. You must really be passionate. You must really want it. He told, yes, the Guru. Yes, Guruji, I want. Really, I want. But he never wanted. What he actually wanted? Ice cream, bonda, chana bhatura, pizza. That's all he wanted. So one day when the Guru was taking him for a walk and they were going for bath, he told the Guru, I want liberation, I want realization. The Guru caught his head and put it under the water. And he put it under the water so hard he was going to die. But he didn't die. After a few seconds, he let him out. Oh, what, Guruji, what you're doing? Then the Guru told, when I put your head inside, what you wanted? He said, I wanted air. I was going to air. He said, when you want realization like that, then only you will get it. You understand, Krishna Sharma? Don't say, okay, Chuma, on Friday call, where talks I will attend, I will get enlightenment. You think you'll get enlightenment like that? Just everybody who attends Zoom call Friday will be enlightened. Sorry. This is just a help for you to go forward and to attain enlightenment. So I hope that helps you I've answered your question a little bit more in detail. The next question we have after Krishna Sharma is from Surinder Goyal, I think. Yes. Surinder Goyal, Dr. Surinder Goyal. What is meaning of spiritual love? People come in our lives either to walk with us or to teach us a lesson. How to recognize who will walk with me? Now, Surinder Goyal, doctor, there are two questions you're asking. First question, spiritual love is not loving the skin, is loving the divine within. Spiritual love is not from one to one. Spiritual love is from one to all. It is universal love. So I've answered your first question. In short, spiritual love is universal love. People come in our life to walk with us or to teach us a lesson. How to recognize who will walk with me? By Surinder. How to recognize who will walk with me? Open your eyes. Open your eyes. You see who is walking with you. If they are walking with you, they are walking with you. If they're not walking with you, if they're talking to you, they're talking to you. Talking, walking. Surinder. If talking, listen. If walking, walk. But don't wait for people to walk and talk. You go within. Dear Surinder Goyal, go within. You go deep inside and realize the truth. That is my answer to you, dear Surinder Goyal, because you are one of those Gyanis. Surinder Goyal, doctor, is a Gyani. Lot of knowledge. So we should learn from him. Veena C, how can we always hold on to divine love? How can we hold on to divine love? By by experiencing the divine insight, by realizing Satyam Shivam Sundaram. ईश्वर सत्य है, सत्य ही शिव है, शिव ही सुंदर है. When you realize that beauty is divinity, you see that everything around you is God. You realize that every human being is nothing but God. Even a DOG is a GOD. Huh? When you see DOG, when you see a GOD in a DOG, now you have got hold of the divine. Veena, got it, Veena? So this is how you must do it. This is how you must do it. Kumar Swami, what is the sound of silence? You heard the silence? You heard the sound of silence? The sound of silence is nothing. The sound of silence is nothing. So the sound of silence is when there is stillness, when there is nothingness. If I'm silent only for 10 seconds, 10 seconds, just listen to the silence for 10 seconds. This is consciousness. The sound of silence is you become conscious. You become the witness. You become the observer. Right now, I don't know whether you became the witness, Kumar Swami. Therefore, the sound of silence is not a sound, but it is an experience. It is an experience called consciousness. And we have to experience that consciousness. Okay? Next question from Numar Arzu. Numar Arzu, I am 23-year-old and totally disenchanted with this world. Several times I think about to terminate my life. How I will come out of this situation? Dear Numar Arzu, dear Mr. Numar Arzu, when you are disenchanted with life and you feel like terminating life, stop for a moment. Stop for a moment and count your blessings. Dear Numar Arzu, can you see me? Can you see me? You can, right? Imagine you were blind. Imagine you were blind. How would your life be? Can you hear me? Umar, can you hear me? You can hear me? Imagine you were deaf. Imagine you were deaf. Can you speak to me? If I give you the audio, you can speak to me, right? Many people, So dear Umar Arzu, take my number and I will guide you. In a few days, you will come back on this Zoom call and you will say, I love life. Life is beautiful. Life is a celebration. Unfortunately, you are disenchanted with life because nobody has made you look at life with the right eyes. Now look at me. What color shirt I'm wearing? Can you see what color shirt I'm wearing, Mr. Arzu? It's white color. You can see it's white color. Correct? Now, if I give you red glasses, what this color will become? This color will become red, correct? If you remove red glasses, you wear green glasses. What this shirt will become? This shirt will become green, correct? You are disenchanted with life, my dear Numar, because you're putting the wrong color glasses. You're looking at life with the wrong glasses. So to be patient, talk to me, and I will make you look at life beautifully, and you will be happy about life. Believe me, and please talk to me. Take my number. I'm asking the administrator to put the number. If you want to write down the number, please write down the number. 98451 55555. Right, Mr. Numar Arzu, please send me a WhatsApp. 98451 55555. Please send me. It's also in the chat box. Please send me in WhatsApp and I will guide you how to celebrate life and not to be disenchanted, because life is beautiful. Life is a beautiful journey. You will celebrate. I can tell you, you will be so happy about life. I can promise you that. We go to the next question. Rajaratnam. I love Lord Muruga. I worship all gods. Very good. Rajaratnam. You love Lord Muruga and you worship all gods. Very good. But Rajaratnam, with all respect, that God you love is inside you. Touch here, you can feel. Tuck, 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 tuck. God is inside you, Rajaratnam. Please realize, go inside. Muruga is inside. The God you worship is inside. That is where the rainbow of love comes from. Please go inside. Dear Mr. Rajaratnam, you're coming every Friday on Zoom call. But realize God inside you. Please try. I know maybe today you'll tell me, what? How can Muruga be inside me? You'll ask the question. But believe me, God is inside you. And one day you will admit that you realize this. I can promise that you will admit one day. Next question, Gurvinder Singh. Unconditional love is foolishness because everyone can use us and throw. Gurvinder, dear Gurvinder Singh, people can use you and throw you only if you permit them. Na? So if you permit, dear Gurvinder, if you permit people to use you like a tissue paper, then you will be a tissue paper. But you don't need to be a tissue paper. So Gurvinder Singh, please understand that if you want to have unconditional love, you love unconditionally. And you leave that one person or that two persons or that probably the one person who wants to use you and throw you like a tissue paper. Do not get into anything with that person. That is a choice. You have got the intellect. You can choose whom you want to love and whom you don't want to love. But realize the white, divine, soulful love inside you and spread that love to your parents, to your friends, because God is love. God is inside you. But you are thinking God is the temple and church. And you search and you go to Mecca, Medina, and Jerusalem, and Kashi, and Vrindavan, and I don't know which all places, and Rameshwaram. Ashok, when you're going Rameshwaram. So people are searching and searching and searching for God. God is inside. But we don't know God is inside. When will we realize that God is inside? We have few more questions. So let's go to the next question. From Navaneet. I am a teenager and love a girl truly. Even she loved me truly. But now after 1 year, everything changed. Every day we both have arguments and fights. But before we were so mature and we used to fix things. And now I don't even have the feeling on her because I caught her red-handed lying on me. And she was ignoring me and situation I blame. Now I feel insecure, very insecure about her. I know our love is not about lust, but we are having a long distance relationship. And now I feel very insecure because of this generation and the internet going with stranger for lust, even though being in a relationship, I'm stuck in the middle. I can't even leave her or I don't want my mind to be disturbed and affect my career if she dumps me. Now, my dear Navaneet, you want to know, you are not the only one like this. This is this is a common story, Navaneet. It is very simple. It is all very gali gali mein shor hai. Kya? Not about chor hai. Gali gali mein shor hai. Mere dil mein broken heart ho gaya. This is every gali mein ye shor hai. But that is love. That is, please, when you realize divine love, when you realize the divine is inside you, when you realize that you are not loving the skin, but you love the one within, then, dear Navaneet, it will change. So, Navaneet, make one U-turn. Try to understand the meaning of life. What is that relationship all about? Is your life only that relationship? You're making it look, Navaneet, that only people think, no. People think, oh, only Laila, Majnu. That's all. If there's no Laila or there's no Majnu, means I will die. This is not life. This is ignorance. So, Navaneet, get hold of yourself. Don't let your heart rule your head. We have two messages. One comes from the intellect. One comes from the mind. We think heart. Actually, there's nothing in the heart. Heart only does boom, 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 boom. And somebody asked me the question, oh, but how is it that when I'm loving, my heart goes duck, 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 duck. I said, your heart goes duck, 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 because of the mind. The mind creates emotions, and the emotions release hormones. And because of the hormones in the mind, your heart is pumping. Duck, 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 duck. But people think my heart is making love, and my heart is only a pumping of a organ to pump the blood. But whole world, no, the whole world is in ignorance. Correct? You all know the whole world. What do you think? Everybody thinks, Dil hai ke manta nahi. Huh? Everybody says, my heart is beating, keeps on repeating. You don't know why. Huh? That is what you need, enlightenment. Huh? My love is in roses, a pot of roses, and when shall be then our next meeting? This is what the movies teach you. With love, oh my love, and you are a fool, you remain a fool, you remain a fool. That's the problem. We watch Bollywood and Hollywood and we think that is real. And movies become the reality of our life. Huh? And say, oh, दिल टूट गया. दिल टूट गया तो मर जाएगा. दिल कभी टूटता नहीं है. Huh? We think, oh, ये दिल टूट गया. क्या दिल टूट गया? This is the problem. We human beings are living a life of ignorance. When we realize God inside, when we realize divine love inside, Navanit, please try to realize the fountain of love inside you. Nishu Mathur, does love evolve with time as we grow older? Do we turn to spiritual love? Nishu Mathur, there are 80-year-old people who don't know the spelling of love. So don't tell me you will grow old and you will love. No. Age has nothing to do. A 14-year-old can realize true love. An 84-year-old cannot. It depends. Doesn't matter whether you are 81 or 1 and 18. It doesn't matter the age. What matters is, do you want to realize the truth? Do you want to open your real eyes? So age has nothing to do, my dear Nishu Mathur. Alice Roy, what is godly love? How do I realize the love for God? When you realize God within, when you realize the soul inside you, the life inside you is a power, when you realize that love from that power, then you will feel it. Godly love is love from one soul to another soul. I am a soul, you are a soul, Alice, you are a soul, Veena is a soul, Sudeep is a soul, Kumar Swami is a soul, Hema and Ashok is a soul, Margaret is a soul, Sanjay Das is a soul, everybody, Hitkari is a soul, Rajatnam is a soul, Girish and Amma is a soul, Numar Arzu, also a soul. All are divine souls, including Samita, Krishna Swami, Chandresh, Rajkumar, whoever I'm seeing, Gurudat, Harsh, everybody, Kishan, all are divine souls. That's all the people I can see. The rest I can't see, right? But Alice, the point is, when we see God and we see beyond the skin, the God within, then only we can find godly love. As long as you see me and you think I'm wearing a t-shirt, you will think I'm wearing a t-shirt. But when you know this t-shirt is not a t-shirt, it's made up of threads. Then you know what is this t-shirt. It's made up of threads. But you ask anybody what I'm wearing, they'll say t-shirt, t-shirt, t-shirt. But t-shirt is what you see. But what is the real me? What is godly love? You have to go deeper. Gurudat Kaivar. We have 2 more questions before we close. How to grow beyond liking or loving material things? By realization. By realization that material things are illusory. They give you temporary pleasure. They don't give you eternal bliss and peace. Material things can make you suffer. They make you happy for 1 minute and they make you suffer for 1 life. So this is what material things do. Gurudat, you must realize this. Abhinav Panwar, how to attain a state where mind reaches beyond duality and see equanimity in everything. This is when you discover the fountain of love inside you. Abhinav Panwar, there are many ways of realization. We have to go towards realization of the truth. The truth is you are not Abhinav Panwar. Your name is Abhinav Panwar. When you realize I'm not Abhinav, when you realize my mind, I cannot find. When you realize there is nothing between you and take 2 balloons. Take 2 balloons. red and blue, blow it. 2 balloons, red and blue. Now burst it. Where did the air go? The air became one. Abhinav realized when 2 people die, where does the soul go? The soul becomes one. The duality becomes non-duality. It becomes Advaita. And then everything is one. Today, science has discovered, let me close with this, Abhinav. Science has discovered that every cell of the body is not atoms, molecules, neutrons, electrons, protons. No, it is the smallest particle called a quark, Q-U-A-R-K. You take a quark under a microscope and they studied it. The particle of matter became energy. And this is called the wave-particle duality. The particle becomes energy, the energy becomes a particle. And this is based on in the law of thermodynamics, which says that energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to another. So when you realize that even science is now agreeing to spirituality, you should at least then open your real eyes. My dear friends, these Friday Zoom calls are very interesting for me because it gives me an opportunity to learn as much as it gives me an opportunity to share. I like to share with you what I learn. Every day I try to learn something new. Every day is what is called Jnana Yoga. Not only you have got to do Jnana Yoga, Bhakti Yoga, Karma Yoga, Dhyana Yoga. So I live my life in yoga. Today I'm in Kashmir, I'm in Gulmarg, but still I'm in yoga. Yoga means living being united with God. And as I talk to you all, I see God in each one of you. Unfortunately, you switch off your video and I cannot do namaskar to you and say God. So for one moment, you can switch on the video. I'd like to say thank you to each one of you. Next week, the topic is how to make the monkey mind a monk. But I'd like to say thank you, Veena, Shivoham, and thank you, Sudeep. Kumar Swami, thank you for being on the call. Ashok and Hema, thank you. Amma and Girish. Margaret, thank you for being on the call. Rajaratnam. Numar Arzu, please connect with me, Numar. Life will be beautiful. Hitkariji, thank you. Krishna Sarma, thank you for being on the call. Rajkumar, Samita, Chandrashji, Gurudat, thank you for being on the call. Harsh, happy to have you. Kishan and Sagai Raj, Sanjay Das, Rajan, Avinash, and Alice, and then Jyoti, Abhinav, and Dr. Surinder Goyal. And I can also see Gurvinder Singh. And the rest I cannot see because you're hiding yourself. Janvi, thank you, Janvi. Hi, Deepika, thank you for being on the call. God bless. And it's a blessing to have you on the call. Every week, I like to see you and say thank you personally. It's so nice to see you all personally on the video and say thank you. I look forward to your divine presence next week again, where we'll talk of how to make the monkey that is here into a monk and live a life of peace, joy, bliss, and enlightenment. I thank you. Good day.